Hello, everyone. Today is Wednesday, April 17th, and this is the Daily Fantasy 5, episode number 57. Today, we have some baseball injuries with the pitchers. We have a big signing for the Patriots, and we have a lot of NBA playoffs to talk about. So let's get to it right after a word from our sponsor, mathradio.com, where they can provide math courses for your children ages 7 through 17 to help them get better grades, do better on tests, and even get into college. You can pick up an online math course for as little as $9.99. And it's not $9 per month. It's not $9 a year. There is no subscription model. This is a one-time fee of $9.99 to help your kids do better in math and become the hero of your household. So go to mathradio.com to check out that amazing deal. All right, let's get to the crux of it today. We have an injury out of Tampa Bay. Blake Snell, he's the reigning AL Cy Young winner, is going to be on the 10-day DL with a broken toe. Apparently, he left the shower. He kicked some kind of granite, or I don't know. He lifted a granite statue, and then a pole fell on his foot. I don't know. I read the story. I don't really understand it, but he's only expected to miss one start. However, don't start him in your next game. He won't be there. So I guess you're out of, Blake Snell goodness for 1 week until he's back. All right. Moving on to story number 2. Not as good or funny of news. Chris Sale kind of stinks again. He is now 0-4 on the season. He did have his fastball velocity increase to 97 miles per hour, which is good, but he gave up 4 runs in 5 innings, although he did have 6 strikeouts. So I would not jump off the ledge yet. If someone is offering you 50 cents on the dollar for Chris Sale, I would say no, thank you. If they're offering you 90 cents on the dollar, you're getting close to full value. Okay, go ahead and take it. But I think Chris Sale, with this kind of performance, with the velocity, with the strikeouts, might be on his way back. So hold tight. All right, let's move to the NFL, where the Patriots are making moves. They have signed Demetrius Thomas, the wide receiver, formerly of Denver. He had some great years in Denver. He was a first-round pick. Right now, he's coming off a torn Achilles tendon and an arrest for felony driving, like dangerous driving. I don't know, some kind of bad driving. So 2 big red flags. In the story, I did not see anything about guaranteed money. So this seems like kind of a flyer for the Patriots. Really no risk here. If the arrest is more serious than we think, they'll just let him go. If he doesn't recover from the Achilles, they can just let him go. Again, I didn't see the guaranteed money, but I can't imagine there's anything huge on his deal. But if he is healthy and does end up on the roster, I love this matchup. He can go into the slot. He can catch the balls for Brady. He's better than anything they have left except for Edelman. Hogan's gone. I think they re-signed Patterson, but he's not that great. So I would like him on the team if he actually makes it on the team. All right, now let's move to the big stuff, the NBA playoffs. All right, first let's do a little gambling talk. We talked about the zigzag strategy yesterday. Well, the Raptors covered. That was a win. The Nuggets covered. That was a win. The Thunder did not. So we went 2-1 with our zigzag strategy last night. If you want to bet the games tonight, you will be betting on, let's see who here. Indiana. They are getting 7.5 points. I think Indiana straight up wins the game tonight. Detroit is plus 15. That's a lot of points. I think Detroit plays better. They can't play much worse. I think Milwaukee still wins, but 15 points, Detroit should be able to cover that. And then finally, you're getting Utah plus 6.5. This is the one that scares me. I want to go with a trend, so I'm going to take Utah plus the 6.5. But man, if my life depended on it, I would not be betting this game. It doesn't seem like they have an answer for Houston. They just tried to throw everything at Houston, let all the other guys, do what they wanted. That doesn't seem like a recipe for success. Maybe they come up with something else, but I don't know. It makes me nervous. But I'll still take Utah plus the 6.5. So one thing about the Thunder I wanted to talk about really quickly is that Westbrook was a minus 27. George scored 27 points, had 8 rebounds, and still was minus 11. And Schroeder, the guy I wanted you to play yesterday, in 20 minutes only had 7 points and was a minus 16. So that did not go well. On the other hand, Gary Harris was awesome. He scored us some nice fantasy points. But the Schroeder, I don't know, this whole Oklahoma City team, I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't know what's going on with them. I think the Trailblazers might just be better, even without Nurkic, who they lost for the year. So let's move on to daily fantasy. Tonight we've got 3 games. First, Indiana at Boston. Boston favored by 7.5. I like Indiana to win straight up. I told you that. But there are 3 players that are the tops on Roto Grinders projected multiplier. So we're talking about Darren Collison, Matthews, and Turner. All three guys should be good value tonight, but if I'm only going to pick one, I'm going to take Matthews. So Matthews is only going for 3,800 tonight. He played about 30 minutes last game, only had 14 fantasy points. But, I mean, with 30 minutes, you can expect him to have a much better outcome tonight. If Indiana's going to play any better, they need guys like Matthews to score a lot of points. I would have no problem with you starting any of these players, either Collison, Matthews, or Turner. But for 3,800, I'm going to start Matthews because tonight I want to start Giannis and Harden on every one of my teams because those two guys are guaranteed to get you 50 points right off the bat. I want to take those 100 points to the bank and then fill out the rest of my squad. All right. So one of those players, again, is going to be Wesley Matthews. All right. Going to the Detroit-Milwaukee game. Again, Milwaukee is favored by 15. I'm going to start Wayne Ellington for 4,500. So let's see. He was, in his last 10 games, he shot at least 7 threes every game but one. That was the last game, right? He only shot 4 threes in their opening round game against Milwaukee. There's no way they can win without Ellington shooting and making some threes. If Ellington goes 4 for 10, 5 for 10, 4 for 9, something like that, they might have a chance for winning. But if he only shoots 4 threes, I don't think they have any chance at all. So I would expect Ellington to fire up some 3 balls and come out with a much, much better fantasy game for you. And again, he only costs 4,500. The multiplier for him is 4.84. Roto Grinders has Reggie Jackson rated as a higher player, but for 5,100, I'm going to pass. I'm going to take Wayne Ellington. Thank you very much. Okay, going to our final game. I like Eric Gordon. If Utah is going to keep up this wacky defense where they just try to shut down Harden, which won't work anyway, I want Eric Gordon to just take off. He's only going for 4,500. In the last game, he played 31 minutes, had 27 fantasy points. I think he can even improve that. He's got a 5.23 multiplier. I think Eric Gordon is a great value tonight in daily fantasy. And you need guys just like this who are costing 4,500, 3,800 if we're going to start Giannis and Harden tonight. So go out there, make it happen. Good luck to you. Visit mathradio.com. Please subscribe. Tell a friend about our channel. Give it a like. Let us know what you think in the comments, and then give us a 5-star rating and a review over on iTunes. All right, that's it for today. We will see you tomorrow. Hopefully, the daily fantasy basketball goes well for you tonight. All right, bye, people.